let me see here. I'm gonna minimize this down.
Yep, I see you with live.
All right, so I'm now on Facebook now. All right,
Yep,
testing.
and you too.
You see it on YouTube?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. So testing, guys. This is a test scenario. If you guys tuning in, if you even catching this here, this is a test stream. I have to put that in later just in case somebody come back and watch it. But yeah, so the Facebook is showing, the YouTube is showing, and also now is it showing what I have shared right now?
Yep.
So you see my multi-stream and my OBS and my pitch in the back on my social sites.
Hold up. Let me check it real quick.
I know it's showing. It's probably showing on my
It's
definitely
showing.
Mhm.
It's showing.
Mhm. Did it pop up on?
Oh, just you.
Okay, so it is directly on me. So you don't see all my.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Say I don't show my other stuff in the background.
Right.
Only you see that through Google Hangout. You'll see. You see
Oh,
what I'm saying? You see it, but
right.
everyone else shouldn't be able to see it. I would think. Uh, Again, testing if anybody's popping in and seeing this here on YouTube and also Facebook. Uh, just setting up my media service. Me and Sister Monica, the Dagger Squad. All right. So yeah, so that's how you would do that. So it's showing. Let me see. Let me pull up on my YouTube real quick, just in case.
Yeah, it's just showing you the picture you have right there in the screen. That's all we see.
So just my regular, like when I typically go
Right.
live. Okay, great.
Right.
That's even good. And see, yep, see that answers our question earlier. You can still be, monitoring and working these stuff in the background, and then it'll have like that. Now, if you want to do a switch, like while you're on, uh, you know, um, Google Hangouts, that's when you'll do, add your screen or whatever. And I think from that point, I got to figure out how to do it. And I may have to start it on OBS. That's why, because I have to start it on OBS. I don't have it started over there yet. So that's
Okay.
probably why. So when I start over there, then that'll give me um, the the ability to port it in through this live stream through the YouTube, or excuse me, it's YouTube, but all my other media sites like Facebook, YouTube. If I go live on Tumblr or something like that, switch whatever,
Right.
and it should come through loud and clear. All right. So what's going on, guys, in the YouTube family? Thank you guys for stopping by. Doing a test run, trying to get my media set up for the next level. So I know I've been running a very arcane setup for a long time, all right, dealing in this investment world, but I'm trying to upgrade it a little bit to give you guys good quality information and quality viewing aspect of it. So I do appreciate you guys stopping by. What's going on, family? I see my family Lee Turnbull in the house, my family Derek Hartwell. So this was unplanned. So we're just working on that, me and Sister Monica right now, trying to get our media up to par. So when we go live in the future, you guys will have a way to kind of get a good streaming service on our part. Also the Dagger Squad, you guys may have saw today with Brother Garfield going live. So right now, yeah, so everything is set up. You guys can hear me clear. You guys can see me very clear as well. Yeah, you guys can see me clear. And what's going on, family? Fisher G, good to see you, family. Power and profit to you. Over. Yeah, we're gonna fire it back up. I know I've been absent a lot lately on the YouTube scene in terms of the investment stuff. I've been very busy, as you guys may or may not know, getting ready to transition again here in the next couple months. So as y'all can see, my life is on the road. Apparently, seems like as soon as it gets started, something else comes up. But we will get the live streams going back here shortly. Tie some of them into the morning show with Brother Garfield as well. Speak about some of the stuff we're doing, investing, then do some live trading throughout the day. So, but again, we're getting it set up. We're getting the media aspect of it set up. All right. So right now we're set up. We're live on again Facebook and YouTube. So the Google one, I would have to start streaming on OBS, I believe, and then add in. Oh, I see now, Sister Mo. I may have to add the Google one itself
Oh,
as opposed to the
okay.
Restream one as being the parent one, so I can
Okay.
filter that through. But I may have to double check before I say yes or no. But I think that's what's going to do, because uh, unless I can just switch it back from or switch it on to something else, obviously, from that perspective. Stream keys. So yeah, so I'll come back and look at that. All right, no worries.
Okay. So you see a Google in that list where it have like the YouTubes and all of that stuff?
Yeah, it should be in there. So I have to go back through. It's in. It's in the. Let's see. Orders. No. It's in. Show recordings. Edit. It should be somewhere. I remember saying it before in my other. The other time I had OBS downloaded, and I guess my lack thereof of using it, I've kind of forgotten where it's at, but I'll find it either way. But I'll go back in there. You can resubmit it for Google, or I guess Google as a whole, and you'll be able to allow that to be the main focus for the OBS, porting it in through the Restream service, and so
Right.
I'll be able to do both cash reports, visit website, Discord server. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be able to do that later. So because I'm seeing here where it's saying different scene sources, so you can add them in there, take them out. All right, yeah. So, all right. So yeah, forgive us, guys, again. All right. So appreciate you guys. All right. So you guys, somebody said I just was tax. I was okay. Trump took off all my tax benefits. Oh yeah. That tax plan. Tune in to our urban economic empowerment show. Sister Monica definitely goes in depth, dealing with the tax code, the new tax plan as it is. So it may help you out a little bit more doing your taxes here. Matter of fact, my Eva going through hers right now as well. So there's a lot of things in the new tax bill that's very important, especially if you invest in trading and just got other assets out there. So I just want to put that out there for you guys as as a side note. So tune in again, the Dagger Squad. Every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, even sometime Thursday, every morning at 8:30, with Oprah Garfield speaking about things surrounding our paradigm in terms of economics, social, the whole nine. All right, so tune in. We'll make sure we get those links going for you guys as well, and also update you guys going forward with any new content that may be coming out in reference to pretty much what we're talking about. My case, investing. All right, some live trading, the mentor sessions, things that I'm starting to really having to get on a nice schedule here, especially when I get all this stuff kind of taken care of solid on my end, so we can get that stuff going again. So again, the live streams, the workshop study sessions, those as well. All right, so just tune in. And again, as always, thank you guys for being patient and subscribing to your brother. And the Dagger Squad channel too, as a whole. We appreciate you guys for that. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go over here. What's going on, brother Stock God? I see my family Stock God in the room too. We're going over here testing my little service, trying to upgrade my little platform, guys. Again, we downloaded the OBS again and my Restream, so I could broadcast across multi platforms. So when I do go live, I can hit every site all at once. So if I'm live streaming throughout the day, if I'm doing a live trade or whatever, day trading, I'll be seen on Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, whatever, any of those sites all at once. I think I could do it through Instagram too, but I think I have to do the Instagram one through OBS, and I could port it through Restream at that point, so we can hit all channels all at once. I guess that's what all the other people are doing with their stuff. They figure out how to do it. So this is a learning experience. So I'll be in the kitchen doing the same thing like you guys are doing. Or if you already haven't mastered this stuff, you guys know how to port your different sites all into one media source and run it across your different your channels. And so I'm gonna bring a guy on too on the WeTrade HQ. I think my brother Jake, he's really good at that. But anyway, I'm learning. So if y'all know somebody don't know, share it with your brother. If I learn something that you guys may can benefit from too, such as you got your own channels or doing something live, I'm going to share it with you guys too, right? So if you want to build up your page or learn how to broadcast across different social media sites all at once, and really have about 1 or 2 servers that you port through, then that's what the goal is. So all right, just want to put that out. So then definitely go subscribe to my brother Stock God channel. I see him in the house. I see my family over. JR Turn in the house. Good to see you, family. Power and private to you. Go subscribe to my brother Stock God channel. Definitely tearing it up right now. Just been tearing it up, obviously. So big in the forex market of late, regular trading, regular equities as a whole. Obviously, we all come up in those same little groups and And so we definitely gonna support one another. Anybody that's in the field of understanding, investing and trading that wants to get more knowledgeable in the field of practice, definitely connect with us, right? So, that's what we're trying to do, trying to build that coalition of intelligent minds and just trying to bring content for the family that we can build from. Again, the goal is financial literacy, right? And that's what we're here for. We're here to build on that, but we're also here to share in that think tank capacity of it. Right, great minds coming together, and we got Sister Mo on as well. Who's pretty much a guru of all things when it comes to financial literacy, budget analysis. If you need help, learn about your taxes, government grants, learn how to access government grants, setting up your business, be it LLC. She give you the complete blueprint of that. So no, can you hear me, Sister Mo? Are you on?
Yep, I can hear you.
Can you hear it on YouTube as well? Can you hear your voice on through the YouTube stream?
All right, sure. Let me see. Let me check. I don't know. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Probably.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, you're on there. You're on there. I hear you.
Oh, yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, so y'all gotta forgive us again. Rick is over here at this stuff. We learning it. Yeah, so.
I'm almost got the little slideshow going. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, so that's good to know. So now we know. So we run the YouTube, the Google Hangouts. We still can have multiple people on from a voice perspective, and you can still be heard. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't have the visual up right now, so I just have to redo the OBS so I can port both screens on at the same time. If that makes sense, I guess we'll figure it out. But you can hear other people in the background, speaking like they were able to hear you. All right, so we're gonna get it together, guys. Again, bear with us. We're working on this Sunday a little bit, and again, I know I've been out in the loop for the past week. You guys haven't seen me. I've been traveling like a warrior lately. This whole past week, we've been in DC. Me and the Eva, every day. Doing some research. We're getting ready to obviously transition back into that area here in the next few months. So that's why I haven't been seen on Discord rooms. None of the rooms I've been I've been ghost. As you can see it in my eyes, no sleep. Out of driving. All right, but that's it, guys. So appreciate you guys. We're going to get this stuff here together here in a minute so we can give you guys quality broadcast. When we do come on and go live. How you doing, Sister Shirley Lewis? Good to see you, family. Power and profit to you. I see you in the building. We're just getting all that little stuff set up here in terms of our little media apparatuses. So, but let me see. Is it most people are typically on live? Most people on Instagram. I think they do Periscope a lot. I could be wrong, but I might need to open up a Periscope account. You got Periscope? I may have one and just don't know. Say again?
I just added it.
You added it? Okay. Yeah, I may have one. Don't even remember. I know I was working with Dr. Boyce Watkins, when we was doing the Black Business School stuff. He used it a lot, since he transitioned to Zoom and other stuff when he's doing some of the sessions. So I may have to go re-download if I don't have it. But yeah, Periscope, Instagram Live. What's the other ones? Again, Facebook definitely. I'm not sure what other stuff out there, but I think those are the main ones.
Oh, African Tutorial. I was able to put a slideshow in OBS now. You can.
Yes. So yep, being able to do PowerPoint presentations. In essence, to even when I start, getting back to those sessions, that's what I need to do. Because I normally just pull up a screen or pull up an article or pull up a PDF. And I'll just share the screen and I'll just read off of it. It'll be easier to just put it in a PowerPoint, have it sitting in the queue and just run it. It may be with already pre-recorded, information. So it'll just kind of go through bullet points to kind of save time. And then I'll come on and do live commentary to kind of expound on the topic. Whether we talk about it in terms of, in the aspect of trading, indicators, technicals, fundamentals, whatever. But, long story short. So we're going to work on that. But that's it. So I guess that gives me a little solace. We might have figured it out faster than Garfield did. Who knows? People like, how y'all learn that quick? Hey, man, come on, man. See, we be working over here. We working.
I was trying to figure out. Okay, so I was able to do one side. Boy, if I could get that video on the other side and then link it to the or restream, we might have something going here.
Yeah, that thing I'm finna do. I just got to go back in, I think.
Yeah, I just OBS. I just clicked on studio mode and it brought in the two screens.
Right. Yep. Yep.
And then I see where it says you can do a slideshow. You hit the settings button on live,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't figured out the video part yet. Or the audio part yet.
Yeah. So same way I have to go in there and so it says source box. I have to go in there and figure out how to do that to change that change that key back around so I can again add the Google Hangout aspect of it. I suppose you guys can hear us vocally. Matter of fact, it's weird. It's because even though I'm sharing my screen with you, Sister Mo, I wonder. No, it's probably just going. The camera just gonna stay powered on me because the Restream one is overpowering it. So that's what it is.
Right.
It's you know what I'm saying. It's taking control of all the other stuff. So
Right.
you will have to find.
I,
I think you do something to kind of change it to the other ones, and that's through the OBS too, possibly. I don't want to say yes and
yeah,
be
I
wrong.
do see where you could. I do see where you could click and switch it from scene to scene.
Right.
When you set up the scenes, I do see how to do that part, but I suspect. Oh, okay. So you create on the source side. So it's two boxes. One says scene and one
Hmm.
says source. And so you create the scenes and the source. I mean, whatever you want to display on the
Right.
screen,
Kind of
you
like
set
her.
it up in scene box. Yeah, and the
Hmm.
source side is where you determine what it is you want to click on and put it there. So that's how they switch the screens.
Right. Right.
I got that much out of it.
Yeah. I think what's the name? Like I said, they in there mastered that. Uh, the Jehudi them got that stuff down pat. They definitely
Yeah.
definitely got it down packed. So yeah, so I think yeah, looking through so basically what you do have to hit the settings tab, Sister Monica. Uh,
Which one?
the settings tab in the OBS
Right.
front page, and then from there you can go into the stream, and then you can set which key you know.
Okay, settings. All right, so I'm in settings,
Hmm.
and then go to streams.
Yeah, hit
Oh, that's
stream,
where it was for.
hmm
Right.
and then hit your click down, and that'll
Well,
show
it
you.
has my restream, so leave it like that.
I believe I'm trying to figure out how does it
Remember, because I had added it before,
right.
so maybe I should just hit OK.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if you want to do it live through Google, like how the Hangouts is.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
oh,
Do you run it
like video, like we got video right here.
right? Let me see. Um,
It don't say anything, so go back to streaming.
yeah, it's in one of them. I know either way. So
Okay.
again, we'll figure it out. Again, so next time we come on, it might be all nice. We may have them setups y'all might be used to. Y'all had them on top notch
Yep.
with streaming stars in the background and stuff running across the screen while you're talking. We'll get there.
Yep. Hold 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah. All right. So as of now, I think it's just showing all the ones that some of them that are not connected with the Restream one, but I think for the most part, I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's a test service. But again, definitely appreciate you guys' patience as I've been away for the week as well. But we're gonna get this thing going properly, and so that'd be good because I can have multiple screens up of if I'm trading, let's say options and equity stocks all at once. Um, I could have different boxes up on the screen of those, those trades, pretty much, so those assets. I might be getting ready to take an option trade on this, and I can have it up in real time without having to switch screens to go out to come back in. That would be the goal, ideal goal. And then my live trades, if I'm just trading the asset just in real time, like, well, hey, I see this stock right here. This is where I'm coming in at. This is my entry price, my limit, and then I can trade it live pretty much in whatever. But that's the goal. That is the goal. So hopefully by summertime when I'm settled, I have all this stuff foundated. So going live would be that, and also again the training sessions as well, getting those structured in a way where we can run some really quality setups with that too. So again, I have to get Jake on, probably my brother Lightwall to help me with some coding and news bots, because I want to have a news streaming service too, a news bot or whatever you want to call it. So it'll constantly propagate news in real time while I'm on live. So any news pop up, like I'll be watching CNBC live with my live streams, we'll have something like that running too. So you'll get real time news. If a stock or something happens geopolitically that may affect the market, we'll be able to kind of get that in real time, right? And probably react off of it. Like I do that a lot sometimes when I hear some crazy news come out. That's why I'm always watching CNBC. I can get on, jump on that stock or that, or take a trade really quick, based upon the information. And so, because again, in that moment, seconds matters. Where you get in at, if the news is deafening to the company, or good news, whatever. But we'll get there. We will get there. All right. So outside of that, I think everything else looks good. I'll come back in and play with this a little bit later.
Right. Okay. Let me know when you come back and play with it.
Yeah. Did you see the well, you probably saw it. You probably went through it too.
For the Google Hangout?
Well, I guess, yeah. I'm thinking it's not in. Go ahead.
When you click stores and add where it says maybe either multimedia stores or Windows capture or video capture device, maybe one of those. But then when I click on it, I haven't. I did get the slideshow portion, but I didn't. Like when it capture Windows, if I just say okay, it brings up another screen, but then I don't know how to bring in whatever it's asking me to bring in, so that may not be it.
Yeah,
but it's definitely. I guess it's just a matter of clicking on them and then see where they go.
That too, a little bit. Yeah, because some of I've done before, so yeah. So I'll have more, like I said, in depth when I kind of again go through it too and play. I guess play with it from that perspective. I did it before once again, but just never really, migrated into my YouTube stuff, because I just run YouTube, just open up and just go, because you can see me share my screen, or if I'm trading and making a real trading live, live value, you can you see it, in trading. But to add all the other stuff to it, that'd be great. If you're doing like a recording aspect, that's different, because then you can be more, you can take the next level, because you got time to cut scenes, add scenes, and but live streaming would be great to kind of add some nice little stuff to it too, some razzle dazzle as they call it, jazz it up a little bit.
I done did some crazy stuff.
So you still, it's still.
I'm just over here pressing buttons.
Oh yeah, you know how it is. Press it till you get it right.
Right.
So yeah.
We got half the battle now.
Yes.
It's the battle of okay. So I have one scene set up, so I just have to set up the second scene. If we could figure the Google Hangout portion, I guess that would be the second scene side of it, and then you could just share and go.
Right.
Unless you figure out how to share this screen.
It's in there. I'm sure it is. I just got to figure out which one it is, because it may be tied back to something, particular. Because again, the fact that it's running across, the Facebook now and both of the YouTube, because it's showing the YouTube stream now, and it's also showing my event. So it got both of those running hot right now. So that's good to know. So in any event, it'll direct it towards those sites, and you can run it.
Oh, I think I may have found something here.
All right. What's going on, Sister Shirley? You say, what tickers are you looking at? Yeah, just get ready for next week. I'm a little behind a little bit, because I spent the entire week again on the road. This past week I was in DC a lot. Every day we was up there, handling some business, whatever. Like I said before, we're getting ready to transition back to that area. So I've been out the loop like crazy this past week. That's why you guys haven't seen me nowhere. Discords, Facebook Messenger groups, anywhere. Even, every now and then I'll pop up and try to throw a Twitter out something, but that's late night or just in passing. But most of the case I was just, extremely busy. But, again, most, scenarios, if I'm in that kind of, I would say lane, if I'm busy, then I always kind of fall back to earning plays as a way to come back in. Some of the ones I already have, on my radar that I'm already trading and looking at. So far as next week, we do have some earning plays. Not a lot, because we just ended the first quarter, of the fiscal this past Friday. That was the last day of the fiscal, Q1 fiscal, basically. So we get ready to go into Q2 session. So roughly around June is when we start having those, the beginning of the other, onslaught of earning plays. The big boys, I should say, some of the bigger boys around that May, June this time. And so you have a lot of these little stragglers at this time of year, like Constellation Brands. They got earnings next week. That's going to be one that I'm kind of watching. Obviously, the other company that acquired Canopy Growth, right? They put like about, I think, a $7 billion, somewhere around there, four some odd $1 billion stipend, injection into Canopy Growth. So they have earned out. I definitely want to see how their numbers looking like, because even though they hadn't started making marijuana and alcoholic beverage quite yet, that's the whole purpose. At some point, they're going to migrate into having an alcoholic or a hemp beverage. I like to see where they're coming along with that project, and also, what they're doing in terms of their the other, spirits and liquor sales. I know we got Cinco de Mayo. That's all that stuff. Again, they do a lot of the Corona beers and Modelo, something like that. But that's one. So then there's others too, like WBA. They get the constant, gang of co-conspirators that's always in the news as late. Obviously, Boeing is another one. Boeing, constantly trying to figure out, they're trying to bake in all the bad news at this point, whether or not it's going to be good news or bad news, in terms of the stock being able to, kind of bottom out somewhere and then rebuild where it came from. I do think it's still toxic. And we're seeing that in these still swings. We've been seeing basically about a 20-point swing of late. So it's playing around that 360 level, back around the 380. Obviously, finally got back up to 380 this week. It struggled with that a lot, last week. Stayed around 370, 375. Could never really break above that 375 level. But it finally broke above it this past week, and got back up near that 380. All right. And so a lot of it is still predicated on, the investigation of the FBI, the Department of Transportation, Department of Justice getting involved. Again, so they're going to do their independent. The Senate is getting involved. So Boeing is by no means clear of this, scenario. Even though they're going to put this rodent software patch out for the planes, it doesn't negate the fact that they had opportunity to fix it before and they didn't. They sat on their hands, and to be even a little bit more malicious in their endeavors, they were actually charging companies an a la carte value to have that feature on their planes. Like, they put the price of safety of people's lives in the aspect of additional $80,000 just to have this extra, warning system under the MCAS system to let them know that this thing was overriding the pilot. Like, who does that? That's like a car company saying, we're not going to add airbags to your vehicle, right? But, in the event that you want to have airbags, you got to pay a little extra additional amount of money for it. That's basically what Boeing did, guys. Let's be 100%. So either way, long story short, I'm going from that. I still have my little moments there. But that's the deal with Boeing. So watching PCG, obviously watching Apple here, bouncing around this 180, 185 back to this 190 area. Again, even them, dropping their little streaming service. It did okay in terms of, I know a lot of people were very, highly, critical of it. For me, I'm very neutral and balanced on how I look at stuff, because I'm trying to see how analysts are going to, weigh the pros and the cons, because they're the people that's moving a lot of these stocks at the banks, right? They're the ones who control a lot of the demand value of these stocks. And let's be real, because they have the bigger bank account. And so you got a lot of mixed reviews. I think Piper Jeffries gave it a little boost to saying, okay, just give it time, and a few others too. So we'll see. But, as of now, Apple is trying to get back to that $200 pinnacle. And so it offered up a great dip buy off the news, though. They got back down to like 186, 187. People bought the dip up. So it didn't affect people from that perspective. It's like, hey, good dip buying opportunity. Now the stock is up, about 190, somewhere around there. So watching that, again, Facebook's still on the fire. Watching the semis right now. Again, they're in a unique space. AMD, NVIDIA, how that's playing out right now. Micron, off this past earnings with the buckle. All right, they bought an earnings win. Basically, they did what Oracle did. We know the game at this point. They're buying earnings. That's what they do. Just buy back shares. You buy earnings win. And so anytime you buy back shares, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but here's a fun fact for you. Anytime a company buys back shares, do a share repurchase program, that money or the value of that purchase repurchase program, it goes onto the books as earnings per share value. So if you came in 20, 30 cents, a dollar, whatever, under your earnings per share value, because you're weak in that department, if you do a share buyback, that money goes towards your earnings per share. Obviously, boosts it up like substantially, and you'll beat on earnings per share behind that, because those shares are being repurchased. And so that's the game, right? So they found a way how to get around the game. That's why these senators like Elizabeth Warren and a few others, even I want to say it was Rand Paul, a couple other people, even Republican side too, are trying to push back at these companies from doing this repurchase program. Like basically what's happening, just in layman terms again, then I'm gonna shut up and go figure this stuff out like I was doing before with Sister Monica. But basically every time they do a share repurchase program, basically what they're actually recycling shareholders' money. Truth be told, majority of the money that's coming in these companies, beyond their goods and services, is investors' money. So they take that money, put it towards the books, the cash flow value in a lot of ways, some of it, and then they repurchase shares, basically back away from the float, and which condenses the float now, but it's shareholders' money, so it's not like they're doing it from complete, you know, production value. So again, it's weird. And so they act like they really doing you a favor. At the end of the day, they just use your money to, clean up their books, basically, at the end of the day, in layman terms. But either way, that's that. But again, we'll work on that stuff this week coming up here. Again, I do a little bit. I know I have a couple more appointments that we may end up having to go back to DC again. Not as much as last week, because all last week we was up there, but it may be an additional day or two. But in between that, I'll update you guys as I go along. But again, this week, like I said, those are some of the stocks I'm watching. A few others, a lot of these holding companies have been running like crazy lately. 400%, 300% runners, 200%. We know what that's all about. These are pump and dump scenarios. Again, you can make money going up, you can make money going down, but we're watching them. The Lyft IPO, that's another one too. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. I'm pretty sure you guys got a chance to see the Lyft IPO. I was on the road when it happened, and so it didn't give me the best favorable opportunity to really, to trade it, and I didn't trade it. I had in mind that I wanted to trade it, but it turned out to be what kind of like I figured. I said, if the doggone underwriters and people like that come in, and the credit brokers come in and run the price up under IBO pricing before they release it, then that's pretty much going to be the pop of the stock, and it did exactly that. That's why somebody was in. I was like, yeah, you might want to watch it first, because again, if it opens up a lot higher than the asking price, because they was asking like $72, which obviously was the $20 billion valuation that it was given to them, right? Which exceeded that, and so it got up to like 24 billion, somewhere around there. Initially, what they was talking, so they initially ran the price up during the price adjustment down in the pit, meaning in Wall Street. They ran it up purposely, and it was on a Friday. So this was them going to cash in a little weekend money and then leave the retail trader stuck holding the bag. And that's exactly what they did. They ran the thing up from $72 all the way up to like $86, 86, 88 during the underwriting process. I mean, the price adjustment. And then they released it to the public. It was opened up around like $84, somewhere around there. And so you had like a small little miniature pop, and after that, it pulled back. So basically, it was already up like 15, 20%. So that's still a win for the stock. Regardless, if we didn't get a chance to get in the upside, for anybody that traded it for the upside pop, that they thought the stock was going to move above 90, possibly 100. That was some of the stuff I heard people throwing around. It didn't work out that way, because number one, the market's still kind of crazy. It's still skittish, values in the market. The SPY still had a great day, which was good for the IPO, which they purposely made sure that they had a good running market for the day. So it went on a down day. That matters, because again, that's market investor sentiment. And so the stock pretty much just sputtered. It kind of chopped out sideways. Then they, again, people, institutional holders, they took their profit basically, and they left, retail traders holding the bag. Those ones that came in and said, "Oh, we finna go to the moon. It's lift." No, it didn't lift. Apparently, it didn't lift off, and they actually even pulled back a little bit more after hours. But we'll speak about that a little bit more throughout the week when I come, get a chance to come back on. Maybe discuss it with you guys. Maybe you guys can even fill me in on it. I tried to keep up with it as much as I could while I was on the road. So most when I wasn't driving, obviously my face was planted in my phone and stuff, trying to get this information to keep, stay relevant in terms of some of these stocks and assets. But yeah, so that's Lyft. So again, we still got some other unicorns coming out. We still got Pinterest, we got Slack, we got Uber, we got Robinhood coming out this year. So we got some big tech unicorns, or you want to call them tech unicorns, just some unicorn, coming out. So if you guys may be familiar with the term unicorn, you hear somebody say, these unicorn stocks, that's basically a stock that has more than $1 billion valuation at the IPO price valuation. So anytime the underwriters or banks give you a valuation over $1 billion, meaning your book value worth value, then that classifies you basically as a unicorn based stock, or potential stock. And so just add that to the little bit, just in case you guys hear that. Y'all won't be like, what they talking about unicorn stuff? What they call investor jargon, right? The vernacular of the investor. All right, but yeah, we speak a different language. But at the end of the day, it's all what buy and sell, all right? Right, and that's what we need to focus on. We don't have to get caught up in the gaudy values of it too, unless you just want to be, have your little nerd stats. But beyond that, that's that. So, but yeah, again, like I said, I'm sitting there working on the platform here. We're trying to get it up to the next level. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. Just even though it just, we did it on the whim. I don't even know how it's popping up. If it's got, got some kind of commentary, not just saying live. Okay, you just saying live trading session. I don't even know where that come from. I think that's an old thing I had set up in there. So I guess I have to go back and learn how to even change that around in the future. So we'll make sure we have this thing up and popping coming up here. So all right, so that's been it. That's it. So I guess I'm gonna get back to figuring out this little multi-streaming OBS stuff here. So when I do go live again, we can have a little bit more, feature presentation to offer to the family. Some nice visual aesthetics, right? Like having your little, your visual coffee and tea. So we'll get there. We'll get it there slowly but surely. But thank you guys for stopping by. I see Oba Chris in the house. Good to see you, Oba. Power and profit to you. Salute, family. Good to see you guys again. Still tearing it up. I see you guys are just again doing phenomenal work. Again, back at the Facebook message group, man. I can't thank you guys enough. We keeping that little, that portal alive, and there's some very interesting people in there that from all walks of life. That's what I love about it. Again, it's a think tank. And it's an opportunity where people come together, share on the ideal of how to go after the big bag, the government bag. In a lot of ways, a lot of this institution money that's tied to these big companies and these too big to fail apparatuses out there who are kind of dumping on the little people. Well, that's why I love investing and trading, because it gives us opportunity to kind of come in through the back door, and we're not screened by a gatekeeper or somewhat. It's every man for himself, so to speak, but it's more or less us against the bigger money. And so there's no competition. It's saying, hey, what do you got on this stock? What news you know about it? What's the chart looking like? What all these different parameters that we can build from, come up with a informed decision, and we can probably trade that asset, to get some money out of it. So be it long or going short, either way, it's an opportunity to kind of compare notes and studies, and then make an informed decision based upon what could give us to the bag. Get us to the bag a lot faster. Again, the least path of resistance, as I like to say, right? So that's that. But that's why I love this stuff, and I always will, respect the value of it, what it really gives us as an opportunity to really, walk into some kind of form of financial freedom if we learn how to do it right, properly, with discipline and due diligence, and proper methodology, proper training, proper mentoring, whatever you use, whatever. But constantly, it's engaging information and data all day, every day. Whenever you got free time, we're locked into a PDF, or we're watching a YouTube clip, or we're just engaging back and forth with other people in the Discord rooms. That's what it's all about. It's a think tank. I mean, it's awesome. So, but that's it. So even though it's Sunday, so I'm not live trading. So if you see that title again, I'm doing we're doing testing, testing our service scenarios right here, which merging different service scenarios so we can have a better, clear live streaming service for you guys when we do go live. So we're playing around with this Restream, playing around with OBS. So we're trying to get it right. So bear with us. And I do appreciate you guys stopping back. So if I cut off the live stream and it pop back up again, a little later, that's me testing this thing out. So I ain't trading that unless I was trading Forex. I think the Forex market ain't popping quite yet. But if it is, we'll go in there and look at some stuff. But again, we know the futures market getting ready to open up here shortly anyway. It actually about 2 hours actually. The futures market opened up at 6 p.m. Every Sunday, and I think Forex pops back off in terms of commodities at 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And so they're probably already getting ready to go get after that, some of those exchange pairs and stuff like that too. So again, I'll be working on this here a little bit while I do have some free time, since I'm back, comfortably in my little office or area operation after this, tumultuous week I had this past week. Been road warrior like crazy. All right, so happy to be back here in the comfort of my home here. All right, so that's it, guys. So thank you guys for stopping by, even though, again, it was a test service. we'll figure this stuff out, and hopefully next time we go live, we'll have some nice, clean. It looks good. I like the way it looks though. It looks really good here. Just
Very good.
yeah, I was like, man. So again, I guess that's that whole ideal of the strength of the operating system, which gives you that kind of um, speed, accuracy, clearness, HD capacity. You don't have that latency. Like sometimes you go live on Google Hangouts and you have all these skips and latencies, whatever. And so that's another thing. But it seemed like I'm moving pretty fluid. It looks pretty great. So
Oh, Brother African Emporium, guess
yes,
what? When
yes,
I had hit go live to see if my stream would show on OBS, and I actually accidentally went live on my camera at the same time you were live.
yeah. So again, I like having that central button. So again, if you go live on one, it'll go live on all of them, as long as you have them within your queue of channels. And so I find that to be like very useful, which makes a lot of sense because if you're live streaming across different platforms, again, I know Instagram Live is the only one that's different because you actually got to hold down the button while you're doing that thing. Unless I haven't figured that out, I'm still, people like, man, you don't know Instagram? Nah, I don't. I played with Instagram when it kind of first came out back in the days. After that, I even lost my old login. I had to build a new one just recently under my African Emporium brand. So I had to learn Instagram all over again. But I think you got to hold the button down to even go live on that. I don't know if there's a way you can do it without even having to hold the button down. Could be. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'll get there at some point. And so when I go live, be it Facebook or YouTube or whatever, I also have the capacity to go live on Instagram at the same time because I am building a trader investor base over there as well, or people that that follow that genre of industry or whatever. So working on it. So Venmo is I think is another one, or Vimeo, whatever it's called. And I think that's basically it. Like I say, Periscope, I haven't built none over there yet. So, but either way, we'll get there. Right, we'll get there in due time. So again, thank you guys for again tuning in for this impromptu training session when it comes to technology. That's basically what it is. We're trying to figure out this streaming service stuff, so we can offer you guys some good quality, information. Excuse me, good quality viewing, I should say, along with the information. All right, so again, tune in, like, share, subscribe. When I do a real good show, obviously something that's planned, and so we can, build up our little community of, of people that follow what we do. Financial literacy lights, they call them what ites. Everybody like whatever you follow in religion, like you Christianites and Muslimites, and I guess we're gonna be financial literacy ites, right? We follow we follow the bag,
I
right?
want to be ready because on April 20 when I go to Brooklyn, I want to be Dynamics gonna come record me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be on point.
Yes, and you could be running live too, at the same time, as long as you got, across all your channels. So that way, you don't miss a beat, and everybody can kind of get an inside window into your opportunity of, the opportunity that you're leveraging at that point, being at that event. So I look forward to it as well. I know I'll probably be somewhere stuck, getting ready to make this move, but I will be with you guys definitely in heart and mind because, this is a good time to be out, making those kind of moves, and a lot of events going on right now. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, on the pipelines going down. And unfortunately for me, I'll be stuck packing boxes and breaking down stuff. It's like I just moved, right? Y'all just talk. Say again.
Just be ready for July.
Yeah, so it's just I'm trying to go through it, speed through it. So once we get all this stuff out of the way, then I can get reset up and hopefully I'll be set up better than I even am what I got now. When I'm saying that far as all my streaming stuff. So when I really get back comfortable, we'll really kind of try to take it to the next level because again that's a 2-year scenario. You know the deal. So at least it's at the beginning, exposed to the back end, so I can come in with a little bit more experience underneath my belt in terms of what I do, how I go about the training, whatever, just being live, period. And so we can really focus on a lot of good stuff, once I get that going. So I want to get the guests. I've been trying to get that going. A lot of them are ready. I just been all over the place. So bringing in some specialty minded people who are professionals in their own lane and share that with the family. Forex traders, again, option traders, you name it, crypto, blockchain enthusiasts, people who are behind the nuts and bolts, some coders. I got some awesome coding friends who are doing, I'm talking about, when you're talking about that lower level coding, they do big time coding. I want to get those guys on. Those are guys that actually make trading bots to trade live for them. But just sharing in that and learning how to, bring some of that stuff into fruition too. So if you guys want to learn about that, I do got those guys, and they hey man, we'll come on, we'll share that knowledge, with the family. So looking to have that happen too. Again, just building around our little ecosystem. This is what we do. This is what we follow, and this is what we're about. So I think it's truth to power when you can have again different schools of thoughts just within the same genre, so to speak. Can come in and share some knowledge and wealth. All right, so that's that, guys. So I ain't gonna sit here and keep going on and on. See, I'm trying to figure this thing out. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out with your brother and Sister Monica. She in the background.
Around here.
Yeah, trying to figure this thing out here. We'll get it together in a minute here. Because I think we can.
We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready. We're going to the second quarter venue.
Yes. Again, because I do plan on doing a spin-off channel like everybody else do. I know I use this strictly for investing, things of that nature, more garnered around, what we do. This is our work channel. This is my workhorse channel. But I plan on doing a derivative channel as well, so I can come on to speak about things that I actually have a passion for too, political.
Yeah, you gotta
events.
let them know that I'll be checking you out.
I try to stay, open. You know how it is, Sister Mo. We've been, especially back in the fields that we come from, our backgrounds. You get, you see a lot, you travel a lot. You can expound a lot of good stuff. And then upon my own personal studies, again, y'all know I'm in the health and wellness values. Again, cultural accuracies, just the whole nine. Geopolitical news, how it matters, how it can, it affects us or it doesn't, or how we can leverage it. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. What information can you leverage? How can it make your life better, or those who are around you better? That should be the goal for every man and woman, right, and child. But apparently that ain't always the energy with everyone. Not to say they have to cater to that, but for me, I know the way from where I come from, that's the energy I like to propagate. That's why I always come in with that dignity, integrity, respect, value, or as opposed to core value upon all things. So the most people that follow us, or in that regard, these are intelligent, control-minded people. They're not just, not to say they have to. They ain't all over the place, fighting people and no, we're just trying to figure a way to get to the bag. It's a better way to do that with a clear head than a cluttered mind, right? With all this mess on your mind, and anger. So we're just trying to again improve one's life from a good perspective and knowing different things out there that can benefit us. So again, health and wellness, our products, services, whatever we can leverage it. Then let's go. That's my mentality. Let's get on it. Let's build on that because there's no one person that knows everything, and we're just trying to share what we have, figure out on our own at this point. And then you come in and share something else, right? And the other brothers come on and they share something else, and we just keep building. And then we build that thing on up. And I think that's what's awesome about it. So yeah, it's a think tank. That's the one phrase y'all keep hear me saying. This is our think tank. This is our form of a think tank. We don't have the big mega bucks behind it, possibly the millions and billions like some of these jokers got, like your Harvards and your Yales and your, these different media groups out there. Not only that, these different, LLC based kind of think tanks, almost, or 501(c) based think tanks and orgs out there that are out there doing extensive study to figure out how they can, stay and relevant or in power or whatever. But this is our form of coming together and using our village to bring forth some knowledge. So. But that's it. So I don't keep rambling on. But yeah, so guys, I'm gonna get ready to clip this live stream and go figure this thing out a little bit, play with it. Hopefully we can come back on a little bit later. You gonna do? Yeah, you making moves too. Yeah, I'm playing with this thing a little bit, and I'll let you know. And hopefully get a chance to go back live again this evening, maybe before the feature market.
Give me a few hours. I can see to go while this guy really gets home.
I got you. Tracking makes sense. All right, sis. All right, guys. So I'll be back on a little later. Hopefully, guys. See you guys. Yeah, I'm still banned. I'm still suspended on my other Facebook page. This is my alternate page I have on Facebook. Y'all know that page, so it's my alternate until the other one is 30 days. Y'all know I go 30 days in the county. I'm doing 30 days. No soap, no soup, no what they call it, soups and honey buns or what it. So I'm doing 30 days in the Facebook prison. I'm used to it. Been there a lot of time. And I don't mind it because again, truth to power always scares the powers that be. And so, anytime we can speak truth to power, unapologetic, and it's based upon accuracy and historical accuracy, then that's exciting. Right? That's a badge of honor. Right? Right? Yeah, go ahead and do what you gotta do. Ban me. I'm fine. I don't cater to their page like that anyway. I don't even really care for Facebook. Really, to be honest, I'm there to meet and greet people who are on the mindset that I am, like you guys are. That's the only reason I'm there. All the other stuff, nah, I'm good. I don't care about it. I like shorting their stock more or less, and I don't mind posting on their website. Hey, I'm shorting y'all stock today because of this. So I stay trying to let them know they moderating, watch my pay. Hey, I'm shorting y'all stock today, and I'm hoping to get a good bag off of it. So I enjoy that aspect now as an investor. Let them come with that foolishness, right? Or internet, sending this out there. That's a problem in the mainstream media. We can get back at these companies another way, right? We go hurt their pockets. We go hurt that bag. It may be minuscule in a lot of ways, but we take away from that stock price, and we know they care a lot about them stock prices. And so anytime you can, buy some puts, and when the company out doing raggedy stuff, and buy some, short it outright and naked shorting and whatever, that's how you get back. Get them through the bag. So again, Boeing, they killed 300 some odd people, trying to make it light of the people situation. The FAA was dragging their feet. Again, I know that's a conversation for another day, but I could spend hours talking about that. I spent a lot of extensive study, following this, and obviously having connection to it in some kind of way, because again, I know Boeing from government contracts. I mean, they're around every military base on the planet. I know Boeing. I know people who work for them. Actually, one or two brothers probably still do. If they still, it's been a minute, but either way, the government contracts, the whole nine, how they just parlay in with this golden parachute. They just racking in all this money. The Army throws billions at them every year. Hands down, they're going to get awarded that money. They ain't really fighting hard to win those contracts. Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Booz Allen, they all automatically are the top tier people that are going to get their government contracts. So anytime a president releases his defense budget allocation, y'all heard Trump, all these billions and billions of dollars, that's the money that's supposed to be going to fixing y'all roads and fixing the schools. This water situation in Flint, that's what they spend their money on. War propaganda. Basically what they do. That's just the facts. So a $20 million jet that's going to send in a hangar and collect dust. And every now and then they take it out for a test, a test flight to make sure everything. But I just keep 100. That's what happens. And so it's easy for them to sweep these kind of incidents or atrocities under the rug because they're lobbyists, for the government. And so, that's just basically how they go about, doing this, that, and third. So just want to put that out there. All right. But again, another conversation for another day. But I'm gonna get off here and go figure this thing out, and hopefully I'll be back on later. We make you do a broadcast for the futures market when it opens up at 6:00. See what the market gonna look like with all this news, whatever. So who knows? All right. So power profit, everyone. Uncle Johnson there. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's impromptu, but we're working on this here. We'll get it together here shortly, and we'll come back on and speak to you guys a little later. All right. Power profit, everyone. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Stream finish stream. All right.